Once upon a time, on a sunny village, we can see four characters that wear particular clothes. They are rich people, probably, having fun, talking, or just soaking up the sun. On this village, the sea was one of the most precious things of the city. Many people used to go for a boat trip or fishing. Most of the inhabitants say that the sea is the best place to relax. But the story didn't start on this luxurious terrace. If we look closely at the background of this landscape, we see that appears a boat. A strange boat with mysterious people. On this boat, suddenly,
these mysterious beings who were embarking at the rise of the river with a boat of wood were three beautiful ladies surrounded with big trees leafy of green color. Elizabeth and Alison, that were the major sisters, and Lily, who was the small one. They were dressed of white, with a few umbrellas of each side, and a hat that was not stopping to see his crystalline eyes. Judging by expression, they were looking like very polite and nice girls, with a few amorous smiles that any boy would like to observe. They were going towards the park across the channel, to meet again with his whole friends of different zones of the country to have a great evening speaking and remembering last times.
As soon as they disembark, quickly they can see the welcome home party for the people who was arrived from several countries. They met for recall and commemorate the life of one writer recognized in this period. The festivity is celebrated in this village because the writer was born here. To arrive at the restaurant, they had to walk on a wood footbridge, cross a little island where there are some friends of Alison, Elizabeth, and Lily. They began to greet them. Afterwards, they would go to the restaurant. Whereas they are waiting the mealtime, they take advantage for take a dip in this crystalline water of this splendid spot and enjoy a sunny day with laughter and happiness. Only something seemed cloud the joy of Elizabeth. She remembered with sadness those days when she fell in love, the writer. For this reason, Elizabeth needed be alone.
She went to a very special place for her. Later, after watching the landscape, sitting on the grass under a tree, Elizabeth just saw her reflection in the lake, where he remembered his present love for the writer. That is where she meets for first time. Recalling the boat that was always there, was the favorite of his. They were his favorite colors. She always dreamed of a trip on the boat with him. Then he decided to go into the restaurant and go to eat with all people, happily, and trying to forget the writer. But suddenly saw a boat which was going slowly, and that was the brother of the writer.
The brother of the writer asked if she could go with him for a walk to talk about something important. She was really nervous, but she said yes. They were walking around the port, but they didn't talk in until he proposed to her to go with both, and she thought that it was a good idea. Elizabeth felt so much nervous, and she didn't know why the brother of the writer didn't talk if it is so important. Finally, he explains that she was the biggest love of his brother, and he gave this boat to show how much he loves her. She thought that finally could make her dreams come true, and she could travel together in a boat although he didn't stay yet. And she did it. She was traveling always she could, to show to her lovely reader that he was always in her heart.